you know, I can get my sexy voice to wreck your ass, man.
Oh, yeah.
Many his ass has been wrecked by this sexy fucking voice. All right, Sir X, what do we have on the other end here? Doctor Shil and his beastly army. What's it going to be?
Oh, I'm loving it. He's taking 2 Centaur's Great Weapons, 2 units of my favorite unit, Chaos Poison Warhounds, so efficient. 2 units of the Minotaurs with Great Weapons, 1 Gorbel, 1 Brave Shaman of the Wild. He is back with his abilities of Bestial Surge, Vile Tide, and Devolve, as well as Arcane Conduit. We have Morgur, of course, with those fun abilities of Regen, Apocalyptic Vision, Spirit Essence of Chaos, and Stave Ruinous Corruption. So both of his summons, of course. The main line, we're going to see 2, 4, 5 units of the Gore Herds with shields. I love this unit, pretty defensive as far as Beastmen go, and supported by his very strong army. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, this is a pretty decent looking army right here coming out of Doctor Shil, man. I mean, I would even say that this is the type of army that I would certainly bring myself as a Beastman, minus the Gorbel.
Yep.
It's incredibly good. I like it. We'll see how well it does here, guys. In the meantime, what does the Empire Force have? Well, it has a force that can definitely hold a line, but whether or not it can hold out against the inevitable smashing through of these Gorbels, as well as a Minotaur with a great weapon, I don't know, man. These Flagellants have a lot less mass than you would want out of a frontline unit. So what is it going to be, guys? What is it going to consist of? Well, we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units of Flagellants in that front line, and 1 unit of Sigmar Sun. Everybody out there is unbreakable. Nobody will run from a fight up there. Brave young souls they are. On either flank, we have a single unit of Spearmen here. 1 unit of Spearmen has 3 pips, the other one with 0 pips. We have 2 more Spearmen for a total of 4 here. Just, we're boxing out there in that defensive geometry from the get-go. We're also going to have, by the way, guys, 2 units of ranged missile infantry here. One of them will be Sterling's Revenge, the Free Company Militia. They have armor piercing. Of course, they have extremely short range, but they're relatively effective as far as melee if they get caught out by things like Goblin Wolf Fighters and the like. And also, we will have a single unit of the Silver Bullets. They do some magic damage, and they also have stock. All very, very valuable. Just overall incredibly effective at taking down the likes of the Gorbels, though less so against the likes of Mogr. Oh, also, by the way, cannot forget, guys, we do have 2 units of Demigryphs here. 1 unit of Demigryph Knights with the Halberds, all a regular, and then we have our boys in blue. Can we get some upvotes for them? It's going to be the Royal Eldorf Griffites up here, looking pretty scary. And then last but not least, guys, we do have our hippie... resident hippie here, the Jade Wizard on his brown pony. What is that called, by the way? So, in the Wheel of Time, right? They only refer to horses by their coat color. I think that's a thing that horse people do.
Yeah.
And so, is it a russet? Is it a bay? Is it a gelding? Is just a horse with no balls, I think. I don't think it has anything to do with the color. Is this a gelding? Who knows, man? I can't get a low enough look at this horse. But hey, so it goes, guys. What spells is he bringing? It just the Earth Blood and the Scroll of Power with the Arcane Conduit. Nothing too fancy there.
As well as the Life Bloom.
Yeah, does he take the Life Bloom as well? Oh, he does indeed. He does indeed take that Life Bloom, and so that's going to allow everybody to heal while he is healing. Good things there.
He's also bringing a Boris who's towering over the Flagellants, unmounted.
Which is a very curious choice indeed, man. I mean, it gives him a lot of extra money, but it does, and also allows Viking Cat to really bring a extremely strong infantry force here. Allows him to afford things like those Royal Eldorf Griffites, but... I mean, I guess he's not going to get fucked up by Tim and Jim. That's for sure. He's not large, so he'll be safe in that respect.
Also, one of the Flagellants are actually the Tattersouls, so bigger unit, better stats, pretty nice.
All right, yeah, there you go. Bigger unit, nicer stats, looking pretty good. And that Unbreakable line, man, how well do you think this line is going to fare against the likes of the Minotaur?
Well, the thing is, he doesn't have a light wizard, so these guns over here, if he can just punch through and get to them, they're going to be in it for a bad time. But
they are, man.
I think he wants them to do that, so those demis can just come in and just come in and stop it. But yeah, we'll see.
I mean, even then, it just seems like a risky business overall, man. Just a risky business. And Flagellants are great for holding infantry up, but they, again, I'm going to mention it for the 4th time, they really lack the mass to stop anything from just charging right through them. Yeah, so we'll see how it works out for our player here.
So these Poison Hounds and the Centaurs, it's going to be very interesting to see how they're used. If they're used poorly, they'll just evaporate. But if they're used well into the late game, they will win the battle.
Well, and also we got to note too that these Centaurs do have great weapons, which means they actually match up, you know, kind of unreasonably well against these Demigryph Knights. Like, you'd be surprised at how well these great weapon Centaurs do against Demigryphs. They actually do a huge amount of... Oh, by the way, that first volley, ripping through those Goreherd shields. Those shields are completely useless here. Not a single shot was blocked right there, guys. And, Jesus Christ, more gore just dying in droves.
Go like gore, am I right?
Yeah, get out here. Get out, sir. Get out, man. All right, boys and girls, here it comes now. Here
he's
it
directing
comes.
the fire onto the Minotaurs. Smart idea.
Very smart indeed, man. Very smart indeed. Flagellant's, by the way, doing a good job of getting that charge off right now. Sterling's Free Company, by the way, are repositioning themselves, looking like they want to kick this Gorbel right now. The Gorbel, though, charges straight into those silver bullets, and it's going to catch them out, but now the Spearmen are going to come around and try to hold up that Gorbel. In the meantime, though, those Sterling's Free Revenge have absolutely just trashed, just pumped full of lead that unit of a Minotaur with great weapon, and I don't imagine they're going to last long, not under that kind of pressure.
Indeed, and that Gorbel is getting destroyed by those Gryphites, and he charged his demis straight to the front line, which I'm not sure is a good idea because it's leaving his back lines open for the other cap. But he really needs to just activate them.
Yeah, it is, and we do, by the way, have an Earthblood coming down on the Flagellants down here on the left-hand side, as well as that Demigryph Knight unit, and they will certainly be able to take care of that unit of Goreherd with shields, and in the meantime, this unit of Spears from Viking Cat with a little idle, and he didn't watch for that just juicy fucking flank coming now down to the Centaur, as well as the Chaos Warhound, and they're all sandwiched in between this beautiful unit of Minotaur with great weapon right here, who are just chopping down these Sterling's Free Revenge, and honestly, you need that company, man. You need those range units in the endgame against these Beastmen here. Otherwise, things are going to go south very, very quickly.
Indeed, but look, this flank is finished off and he's immediately pushing forward with his demis. So that's going to be very dangerous for that blob of Spawn and Minotaurs.
Oh, certainly is, man. The demis are no easy task to take care of. We have in the meantime, the Gorbel is trying to take out that Life Wizard, or Jade Wizard rather, and it's a very good idea. By the way, we also saw what looked like a Vile Tide coming down on the likes of these Sterling's Revenge right here and doing some pretty damn decent damage. Not too bad. Tim has got to run away here as we do have the Centaur coming in to help out. And
but the Centaurs did take out those silver bullets and they're relieving that guy, which is really good. So now basically the middle is the Beastmen, but all the flanks belong to the Empire.
Yeah, the flanks are certainly doing well, and I gotta say, man, despite my initial reservations about these Flagellants, they are able to keep it together in this endgame here. They may not get a lot of kills, but they are certainly distracting a lot of these Beastmen forces from killing what they want to kill right now. Some Minotaurs, by the way, with great weapons, not sure what they're targeting, are going to allow these Demigryph Knights just to run away and kill Tim. Poor Tim is going to die a lonely and horrible death.
Indeed, those Minotaurs are going back into that fight against those demis. But again, that Jade Wizard heal really did a number.
It really is, man. That Earthblood is so goddamn good here. He's going to cast it on himself with that added area of effect. He's going to catch a lot of good people. The other Minotaurs, the great weapons, are getting taken down too.
Ooh, and look at this. Morgur's about to rout. And we're seeing the strength of the Flagellants. Like, all the Beastmen are coming back. But while that's happening, those Flagellants that are still there are just continuously doing damage.
Yeah, these unbreakable units, man. Having an entire line, I gotta say that Viking Cat 91 plan of having an entire line of unbreakable units, especially against a faction like the Beastmen who run away a hell of a lot, what that does is it allows you to isolate individuals in the Beastmen unit's army while also knowing that you are never going to be stuck in a situation where you have 2 versus 2 and all of a sudden it's 2v1 because one of your guys just randomly ran away. He's leveraging that ability and that likelihood for Beastmen to run away just upon itself to isolate single units, to kill things like the Minotaurs while all the gore run away from the battle.
Precisely, and I thought they would be even more powerful if you had Light Wizard shoot while he's holding them down. Any guys that go around, he can just shoot them up. But honestly, he didn't even need that. He just used the Jade Wizard to keep those demis with the low model counts and high health alive.
Yeah, it worked out incredibly well for him here, and again, despite what looked like what may have been, a kind of a somewhat favorable compositional matchup here for Doctor Shil, he got defeated rather resoundingly there by Viking Cat.
Agreed. Yeah, those Minotaurs did not do well, but those Centaurs actually did.
Centaur did great, man. Centaur with great weapon, I gotta say, man, they are very, very good. I mean, Nakura himself convinced me how good those things are. Jesus Christ, did he convince me how good those things are.
Indeed.
All right, what's chat been up to, guys? What have you guys been talking about?